Welcome to Carol's Journey. I'm Carol.
I'm Montina.
How are you today? So, if you're here for the very first time, we say welcome to you.
Welcome.
And if you're here again for the second, third, or the fourth time,
Keep coming back.
keep on coming back. So, in this video, we will be talking about things you need to have done before your surgery. You know, when they give you that paper and give you a list of things that you need to have done, and we have a few of them here, and I believe it just might be all of them here. So first, go get your snack. Since this is like our third or the fourth video, we had peaches.
She still has peaches.
I still got my
Mine
peaches.
gone.
Peaches in its own juice. I was trying to hold off. Then the grandbaby start eating them. But go get your snack or your lunch, and we'll sit down and we'll talk about the things you need to know before your gastric bypass or
Yes.
before your gastric sleeve. Number one is, do your supervised visits your insurance requires of you, and that is whether you have to do a 3 month supervision, diet supervision, with the nutritionist, with the dietary, with the doctor, whether you have to do 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. Please be sure that you do them and count them for yourself, to make sure that
You did them
you're
all.
you're doing them all. And if you miss a date, from what I'm hearing, what I've read on my insurance end, I just did my second supervised visit. And if I miss my visit, I only have to do three. And if I miss my visit next month, I have to start all over again. So um, that
Don't
was
get to
one
that
of the
11th
requirements.
month, and then you got to start all over. And you only
Exactly.
had 1 month ago.
Exactly.
So
Especially if you done waited 11 months
11 months.
and you get to your 12th month and you
That
miss
is
it.
so
I mean, yes,
discouraging.
God forbid stuff does happen. Um, but try your best to make all of your visits and keep a track of them yourself. Don't just rely on your doctor and them to keep track of them. You keep track of them yourself. And our next one is
Which one?
this one here.
Psych eval. Each insurance, you have to do a psych eval. You can either do a psych eval on the internet, or you can go in person to do the psych eval.
Mm-hmm.
Like we went to Journey Light, they have a psych eval, psych person there, and their person. Last time when I had my psych, my sleeve, it was like 150. If I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but I know this time when I did my bypass, it was 75.
It was 75, so it was 50.
50.
It was 50 when I done my sleeve. You done your
So
sleeve
was it 50
a month
and
after
then it went
I done
up?
mine. Yeah,
Then it went up.
It went
Okay,
up.
it was maybe I was backwards.
It went up. Yeah,
but that's something you have to do, and also if you already have a psychiatrist
or a psychologist,
you can use those.
Mm-hmm.
Use them.
You sure can. Yep. And what they want to know on the psych eval is whether or not you will be a good candidate for the surgery, meaning whether will you be compliant to their instructions that they give you post-op, you know. And they want to know what medications you're on. They want to know if you're a smoker or not. That's real big.
Yeah.
They really don't want you smoking anything.
You really have to stop.
They really don't want you smoking, and it's bad for your health anyway. I'm an ex-smoker. It's been about 23 years since I've smoked a cigarette. Yeah,
I can't even.
I can remember when I couldn't remember you smoking. Even fathom being without a cigarette, but it's been 23 years, so it's been kind of easy now. Now I'm glad I did quit, because now I don't smell like an ashtray.
Yes.
Yeah, now I don't smell like an ashtray.
I've never smoked.
I smell good. Yeah. And so our next one is the physical. You have to get a physical from your primary care physician or your nurse practitioner, whoever that may be. You have to have a physical, I guess, to make sure that your systems are everything's working well. Make sure you don't have like flu or
now the
cold or COVID, But they haven't asked us about COVID. Did you have to? Well, COVID went around when you did
when I
yours.
did mine.
So I
But
don't
when I
know if
had
we'll
to
get
do my
tested
EDG, I had to get
a COVID.
a
When
COVID
I got
test.
my EGD, I didn't have to get a. They
You
didn't do a
did?
COVID. If they did, they didn't tell me.
Yeah, they
And my
did.
EGD went well too. There were no infections noted, no H. pylori, none of that.
No
Everything's fine. No
ulcer.
ulcers.
Good.
I could have sworn I had ulcers, but no ulcers, which is good. And
Pre-op diet. Pre-op diet. So it just depends on what um diet, I mean doctor you go to. Diet doctor you go to. Ours, the one I had for the sleeve, I had to do it 4 weeks. And you have to lose weight. Like if you, I'm not mad. I'm not nervous about telling anybody. I was 400 pounds with the sleeve, and I had to do 4 weeks and get down to like 350, 330. I mean, it was like 345 or 350. I had to get down to have the surgery, and you have to buy their food.
our company, Journey
Our
Light,
company, Journey
yeah,
Light, you have to buy their food. And then I had to do 4 weeks, and doing this the gastric the bypass, I had to do 4 weeks again because I got back up to 335. So I had to do 4 weeks, and I had to buy $400 worth of food.
Wow. Well, I only have. They've told me I only have to do 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I got to do 3 weeks pre-op diet. I have to do 3 months of supervised diet teaching, supervised nutrition teaching with dietary. Not I keep with the dietitian. Is who I'm trying to say. I have to do 3 supervised visits with her and with the doctor. And yesterday was my second visit. So I'm getting there. I'm getting close. And there was something else I wanted to make sure we talked about, and I forgot to put it on my note, is something I found out today. Make sure if that you check with your insurance company to be sure if you have any out of pocket to pay.
Yes.
I was so thankful when I had to pay a deductible when I got my EGD. So that rung a bell in my head to make sure I asked them, am I going to have a pay out of pocket for my surgery? You know, since my insurance doesn't seem to cover it all. So they emailed me today and told me what that number was. It's a nice little penny, but I'm gonna have it though because I want my surgery. I'll have it. I'll have it. I'll save up for it starting now. I said I got to stop, buying stuff from Amazon. And as I got two packages today, from Amazon, but I have to just slack up from Amazon and save my money because I'm gonna have to pay um, a nice little penny for before I even have my surgery. I gotta pay it. So make sure you talk with your insurance company. Make sure you call your insurance company yourself. They'll, your doctor will let you know, but call your insurance company yourself and ask. And that's what I did. I called and I asked them, what deductible do I need to pay for the hospital? What deductible or what do I need to pay for this and for that? And they were able to tell me, ask them for your benefits, and they will let you know. They have to. I mean, it's your stuff. It's what we pay for. And they'll tell you whether or not you have a copay. That's what I'm trying to say. Whether or not you have a copay that you need to pay. So that was all we wanted to talk to you about, was making sure that you go down your checklist and make sure that you have everything done. So those of you who are here watching now, if you're not already a part of this family, why don't you subscribe and also hit the notification bell so when we upload or download a video, you'll be notified.
I do want to say this. I'm sorry, sister. When the pre-op diet, you have to come back weekly.
Oh, you gotta come back weekly
Weekly to get weighed in.
to get weighed in.
Get weighed
Oh, okay.
Get
I
weighed
can do
in,
that
so you have to be losing weight each
during
week.
that time.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. It makes sense. So down in the comment section, let us know, what did you have to do pre-op, before your surgery. What are all some of the things that you had to make sure were done? Did you have out of pocket? We don't need to know your
The
money,
amount.
the amount. I'm just curious. I mean, what all did you have to pay one? With your insurance company, were you able to pay? And how many supervised visits did you have to do? Is there anyone out there who had to do the whole year? I can't imagine having to do
a
that,
whole year.
but there are some
But
who
it is some that didn't have to do
who
none.
say, and then there are people who didn't have to do any.
None. I know one that didn't
Works
have to
for
do
me.
none.
That sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna go now before the kids come back in.
All
So
righty.
you all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. You don't want to start. See y'all later.